They call them Dreadnoughts, towering engines of war, walking tombs of ceramite and steel. To the Imperium of man, they are honored relics, living legends from battles long past who can still serve the Emperor. But for the one inside, Edie's a Dreadnought is not born. It is not built from scratch. It is the fate reserved only for those space marines, too broken to live, but far too valuable to let die. Imagine a hero of the Adeptus Astartes, mortally wounded on the battlefield. His limbs are torn away, his organs ruined beyond the miraculous healing of even the apothecaries. His shattered remains are carefully gathered and sealed within a sarcophagus of adamantium and plasteel, wired into a machine that will keep him fighting forever. He will never walk as a man again. He will never feel the sun on his skin, never feel the wind on his face, never touch another living being, but he will fight, and he will kill. At first, it seems like an honor. The greatest heroes of a chapter, entombed so they may continue their service for centuries, even millennia. But if you listen closely to the whispers of the few tech marines who have spoken to a dreadnought in its moments of lucidity, you will hear something much, much darker. Imagine being awake, but never truly alive. Your body is gone, you are little more than a nervous system and a brain, entombed in a walking coffin that screams with the constant hum of its power core. Every sound you hear is filtered through vox grills, a metallic rasp. Every sight you see is a grainy, pixelated vision through auger lenses and sensor arrays. Your voice is not your own, it's a booming, metallic echo that shakes the very ground. And when the battle ends, when the roar of bolters fades and the silence returns, you cannot rest. You cannot sleep. The machine does not allow for peace. It sustains you, but it also traps you. For this reason, dreadnoughts are not left awake. Between wars, they are powered down. Their consciousness is silenced. Their sarcophagus placed in a state of suspended animation. They sleep the sleep of the dead until the chapter has need of their fury once more. It can be decades, even centuries, between their awakenings. A space marine entombed in the 37th millennium might be roused to fight again in the 41st. To wage wars his long-dead brothers never even dreamed of, on worlds that have changed 100 times since he last walked upon them. To him, it is but the blink of an eye. To the Imperium, he is a ghost from another age, a living fossil. Some accept this fate. Some endure it with stoic resolve, their duty overriding their suffering. But others descend into a slow, grinding madness. Because what is left of your humanity when your every single moment is filtered through a machine? What remains of the warrior when he is denied the simple, final gift of a true death? There are tales of dreadnoughts screaming inside their tombs, their pleas for release unheard by the living. Others are said to beg their tech marine attendants for the Emperor's peace, only to be denied because the Imperium does not waste a valuable weapon. So they fight on the battlefield. A dreadnought is a terrifying sight to behold. Its armored hull shrugs off lost fire that would vaporize lesser warriors. Its massive power fists can crush battle tanks like tin cans. Its weapons from assault cannons to plasma cannons roar with the voice of angry gods. They are symbols of the chapter's endurance, the glorious past, living on in steel and fire. To their enemies, they are nightmares made real, the walking dead who simply refuse to die. Yet when the battle ends, and the smoke clears, the terrible truth remains. Inside that towering war engine is not a god, not a saint, but a man. A broken, mutilated remnant of what he once was, trapped in a hell of his own heroism. Think of Bjorn the Fell-Handed, the oldest living space marine, entombed in his dreadnought chassis for 10,000 years. He remembers the time of the Primarchs. He fought beside Lemonruss himself, but for most of the millennia since, he has slept in the frozen silence of the Fang. He awakens only on the rarest of occasions, and when he does, his booming voice carries the crushing weight of ages. What must it be like to dream for centuries at a time, and awaken to a galaxy even darker and more desperate than the one you left behind? This is the curse of the Dreadnought. It is not death, it is not life. It is a horrifying mockery of both. The chapters honor their dreadnoughts with immense reverence, treating them as entombed saints, living relics to be worshipped. But behind the sacred rituals, behind the chanting and the incense, lies a cruel, pragmatic truth. They are prisoners. They are weapons, bound to machines that deny them even the mercy of a final end. And yet, they endure, because in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there is no mercy. There is only war, and for those trapped between life and death, sealed inside their sarcophagi of iron and sorrow, there is no escape, only the endless march of battle. Only the endless curse of memory, only the endless silence between one awakening and the next. This is the fate of the Dreadnought, and in the far future, sometimes the greatest horror is not dying, but being forced to live. Thank you for watching. If you found this glimpse into the grim darkness of the 41st millennium interesting, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more lore. We'll see you in the next one.